Considine is an Irish surname anglicised from the Gaelic form Mac Consaidín, meaning son of Considine, being derived from a foreign Christian name, meaning son of Constantine. The family were based in Kingdom of Thomond, much of which later became County Clare. The ancestor of the family was Considine Ua Briain, a bishop of Killaloe who died in 1194 and who was the son of Toird Heelbach Mac Diarmada Ua Briain. Notable people with the surname include: a family prominent in American entertainment. John Considine, pioneering vaudeville impresario, producer of 48 movies. His son Bob Considine, political reporter and newspaper columnist. Grandson John Considine, an actor. Grandson Tim Considine, also an actor. Other people with this name are: Andrew Considine, a Scottish footballer with Aberdeen FC. Basil Considine, American opera composer and music journalist. Dave Considine, American state representative from Wisconsin. Hubert D. Considine, American politician and businessman. Sierra Considine, Celtic musician from England. J. D. Considine, American music journalist. John J. Considine, American politician. Michael Considine, Australian politician. Michael Considine, author of the Irish folk song Spandil Hill. Paddy Considine, British actor. Sean Considine, defensive back for the Philadelphia Eagles, Baltimore Ravens, and Jacksonville Jaguars. Steve Considine, American meteorologist. Ulick Considine, English cricketer. Ailish Considine, Australian rules footballer for the Adelaide Crows. Eimir Considine, Irish rugby player and presenter for EIR Sport and TG4. Katie Considine, Clare ladies footballer. Early life. Considine was born in Burton-upon-Trent, Staffordshire, where he still resides. He grew up with his brother and 4 sisters in a council estate in Wins Hill, a village of Burton. His father, Martin Joseph Considine, was Irish. Considine attended, among other schools, Abbott Bain Senior School and Burton College. In 1990, Considine enrolled to do a national diploma in performing arts at Burton College, where he first met Shane Meadows. In 1994, Considine moved away to study photography at the University of Brighton. While there he studied under the social documentarian Paul Rees, who described one project, portraits of Considine's parents in their house in Wins Hill, as fucking brilliant. At one point, Considine was threatened with expulsion, but graduated with a first-class BA. Acting career. After graduating from university, Meadows cast Considine in several short films, as well as his second film, A Room for Romeo Brass. Considine, in his screen debut, played the disturbed character Morel. Considine's performance in the film led to Powell Polakowski casting him in his first starring role in Last Resort. Considine played the love-struck misfit Alfie, for which he won the Best Actor award at the Thessaloniki Film Festival. Considine increased his profile during the early to mid-2000s with supporting and starring roles in cult films such as 24-Hour Party People and In America. In 2004, Considine starred in what was then the most significant role of his career, as Richard in Meadows' revenge film Dead Man's Shoes, a film he co-wrote and for which he won the Best British Actor award at the 2005 Empire Awards. In the same year, he starred in My Summer of Love, his second film with director Powell Polakowski. Both films were recognized on the award circuit, where Considine earned 5 nominations and 2 wins. The following year, Considine played Frank Thorogood in Stoned. It was around this time that Considine earned his reputation as a popular portrayer of cinema villains, anti-heroes, and darker characters. 2005 also saw the release of Considine's second Hollywood film, Cinderella Man. Considine appeared in the Spanish thriller Bosque de Sombras. It was during the filming of this that Considine penned what later became his debut short, Dog Altogether. Considine claims that it was his co-star Gary Oldman who gave him the confidence to make the film, which led to him thanking Oldman during his BAFTA acceptance speech. In 2006, he starred in Pu-239 as Timofey Berezin, a worker at a Russian nuclear facility who gets exposed to a lethal dose of radiation. In 2007, Considine landed roles in two popular big-budget films, the third film in the Bourne trilogy film series, The Bourne Ultimatum, in which he played newspaper reporter Simon Ross, and Hot Fuzz, in which he had his first comedic role as D.S. Andy Wainwright. In 2008, Considine starred in My Zinc Bed, a TV film for BBC/HBO. In 2009, he starred as Peter Hunter in the Channel 4 miniseries Red Riding, 1980, based on the novels by David Peace, and another collaboration with Meadows, L.E. Donkin Scores A.Z., a film which was unscripted, ad-libbed, and filmed in 5 days at a cost of £48,000, and which premiered at the Edinburgh International Film Festival. In 2011, Considine starred in a film adaptation of Joe Dunthorne's book Submarine, which Richard Iode wrote and directed. Also in 2011, Considine appeared as Porter Nash in the adaptation of the Ken Bruin novel Blitz, as well as starring as Jack Witcher in The Suspicions of Mr. Witcher, written by Helen Edmundson and Neil McKay. In the same year, Considine was briefly reunited with one of his A Room for Romeo Brass co-stars, BAFTA-winning actress Vicky McClure. The two shared the screen in a television advert to promote Films for Life season. The ad was shot over 2 days in Spain. He has appeared in several music videos, most notably God Put a Smile Upon Your Face by Coldplay and Moloko's Familiar Feeling, as well as the Arctic Monkeys track Leave Before the Lights Come On, for which he wrote the video. Considine starred in The World's End, as one of the 5 musketeers reattempting an epic pub crawl. Considine previously worked with the cast and crew on Hot Fuzz. The film was released in the United Kingdom on July 19, 2013, and the United States on August 23, 2013. In August 2015, Considine confirmed that he was writing the screenplay for the film Journeyman, in which he will also star. It is an adaptation of non-fiction novel The Years of the Locust by John Houghton, the true story of a sociopathic boxing promoter, Fat Rick Parker, and his doomed relationship with his naive fighter, Tim Anderson. Considine is also writing a film from a ghost story called The Leaning, with plans to direct both films. He will continue to work with Shane Meadows on King of the Gypsies, a biopic of bare-knuckle fighter Bartley Gorman, whom Considine met and became friends with whilst working as a photographer. In 2015, Considine was cast along Glenn Close, Gemma Arterton in the UK zombie film In the Girl with All the Gifts, based on the 2014 novel The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. In April 2017, Considine made his professional stage debut in The Ferryman at the Royal Court Theatre, ahead of a transfer to the Gielgud Theatre in the West End. The production transferred to the Bernard B. Jacobs Theatre on Broadway, beginning previews on October 2, 2018. The play, which went on to win 4 Tony Awards, closed on July 7, 2019. For his performance as Quinn Carney, Considine gained nominations for Best Actor at both the Olivier Awards and the Tony Awards. In 2020, he portrayed Mr. Martin in the HBO miniseries The Third Day alongside Jude Law. In August 2022, Considine began appearing as King Viserys Targaryen in the Game of Thrones series prequel House of the Dragon. Filmmaking career. In 2007, Paddy Considine wrote and directed the short film Dog Altogether, starring Peter Mullen, partially based on Considine's father. Dog Altogether won the 2007 BAFTA Award for Best Short Film, as well as a Silver Lion for Best Short Film at the 2007 Venice Film Festival, a Best British Short at the 2007 British Independent Film Awards, and the Seattle International Film Festival Short Film Jury Award, as well as a World Cinema Directing Award for his feature directorial debut Tyrannosaur at the 2011 Sundance Film Festival. Musical career. After a short stint during college in a virtual comedy thrash group called Grunt, Considine and Shane Meadows formed the band She Talks to Angels with friends Richard Eaton, Simon Hudson, and Nick Hemming, with Meadows as vocalist and Considine as drummer. Considine left the band, the remaining members reformed, calling themselves Oslo. Appearing on Jules Holland's show, whilst Considine had moved on to study photography at the University of Brighton, where he formed a new group, a Britpop band called Pedestrians. His rock band called Riding the Low, released an EP They Will Rob You of Your Gifts, and an album What Happened to the Get to Know Ya. Considine and Riding the Low got their big music break in 2014 after Tim Burgess of the Charlatans invited them to perform at his curated Tim Peaks Diner event at Festival No. 6 in Port Meirion, Wales. Considine had contacted Burgess after reading his book Telling Stories, to discuss meditation. The conversation developed and Tim generously offered to let us play at Port Meirion. It led to the band supporting the Charlatans at the O2 Academy in Leicester this year. I didn't get stage fright. We were ready. We did our history off camera. We have evolved. We have got better. At first, it was raw, all we had was arrogance. We had a long way to go and we learned our craft at all these pub gigs. We didn't expect a leg up just because an actor is in the band, said Considine. 2016 saw the band release their second full-length album Are Here to Help the Neighborhood, recorded in Rockfield Studios and produced by bassist Chris Slussarenko of Boston Spaceships and guided by Voices. Considine penned the words while the band wrote the music. Personal life. Considine remains private in his personal life and once said if he ever became a celebrity, he would disappear and go and make shoes like Daniel Day-Lewis. In 2002, Considine married Shelley Inslee, with whom he has been in a relationship since he was 18. They have 3 children. Considine still lives in his hometown of Burton-upon-Trent with his family. Health. In April 2011, then in his 30s, Considine revealed that he had been diagnosed with Asperger syndrome. Although initially reassured by the diagnosis, he continued to struggle in social situations until clinician Andrew Barton-Breck surmised he may have Irlen syndrome. He was subsequently diagnosed by Helen Irlen herself in 2013 with Irlen syndrome, a condition in which the brain cannot adequately process visual stimuli. His condition has improved significantly since he began wearing purple Irlen filters, either as specially made contact lenses when on set or as traditional tinted glasses. Filmography. Film. Television. Theater.